series with Rico Robles is about to go live online. Catch the concert series, the premier live music program on Philippine radio, Monday evenings on the Monster.
Streaming video on the Monster Facebook page at RX931, the Monster YouTube channel at RX931, and twitch.tv/Monster RX931.
Your concert series host, Rico Robles. Stand by and enjoy the program.
Gentlemen, wow, that was like a hyped up intro, that one, right? Thank you to our digital team for the hardworking digital team for that nice introduction. And welcome to the Premier Live Musical Program on radio. This is a concert series only here on Monster RX93.1. Tonight's guest is a descendant of music and movie royalty, but she has forged her own path and made her own name as a singer, songwriter, pianist, also actress and record producer. She even dropped the last name, just so you know, her on her own. But even if a surname is an iconic Aunor, just call her Marion, please. She first made her name as a songwriter, winning third prize at the Himig Handog Songwriting Contest in 2013 for the song If You Ever Change Your Mind. She was soon singing her own songs in her own albums. And she also wrote songs for the likes of Sharon Cuneta and Catherine Bernardo. She also made her name in the movies, but in a slightly different way that her mama Lalas and her aunt Nora's did. Marion has become one of the most in-demand singer-songwriters for films, making hits such as Akala Ko from The Day After Valentine's, also Delicado from Just a Stranger, and Maganda Kahit Matanda from Reversionized. She took an online certificate course from the Berklee College of Music in Boston. And one of her teachers was so impressed with her that she, recommended Marion for membership at the National Academy of Recording Arts and Sciences, making Marion a voting member for the annual Grammy Awards. Her latest project is her own record label in partnership with Viva Records called Wild Dream, and her sexy new pop EDM song called Kama. Back on the concert series, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Wild Dreamer, Marion.
You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. You be like heaven to touch. I wanna hold you so much. At long last, love has arrived, and I thank God I'm alive. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. Pardon the way that I stare. There's nothing else to compare. This side of you leaves me weak. There are no words left to speak. But if you feel like I feel, please let me know that it's real. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. You'd be like heaven to touch, and I wanna hold you so much. At long last, love has arrived, and I thank God I'm alive. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. Pardon the way that I stare. there's nothing else to compare. This side of you leaves me weak. There are no words left to speak. But if you feel like I feel, please let me know that it's real. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-da-dum, ba-ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-da-dum, ba-ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-da-dum, ba-ba-bum. I love you, baby, and if it's quite alright, I need you, baby, to warm the lonely night. I love you, baby. Trust in me when I say, oh, pretty baby, don't bring me down, I pray. Oh, pretty baby, now that I found you, stay and let me love you, baby. Let me love you. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-da-dum, ba-ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-da-dum, ba-ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-da-dum, ba-ba-dum, 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 ba-dum, 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 ba-dum.
Hey, she's back on the show, ladies and gentlemen. We have Marion. She is joining us. It's the concert series. What's up to a dear friend, Inigo? Happy birthday also to Glenn and to Jam. Hi, Marion. How you doing?
Hey, I'm good. How
Welcome
are
back.
you? It's been a
Great,
while.
great. Yeah, I know. Congratulations. From what I hear, you won an award. This is, of course, for the PMPC. You won, is it Best Acoustic Artist?
It's Female Acoustic Artist of the Year. Yeah,
Wow. So
I got it last night.
congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Wow, I mean, especially when it's like it's an interesting year, and then for you to receive an award pa, di ba, on top
I
of
know.
everything else. So that's really, really cool. So how you been? What you been busy with?
A lot. I'm actually not sure what to start with. Well, recently I launched a new record label called Wild Dream Records. It's in partnership with Viva Records, which was my previous label. So yeah, it's been a lot of fun, and I recently released my, I don't know if it counts as a debut single, but debut single for this record label. So it's called Kama, and yeah, I came up with a music video for it. So if you guys haven't already, I hope you guys can subscribe to the YouTube channel of Wild Dream Records and support all their social media.
Where do you start? I mean, imagine if you're starting a career, we all know the legendary last name. You know what I mean? And of course, people will associate it like, okay, is she gonna get into acting? Di ba yun yung unang tanong no?
Yeah.
First with the great Nora Honor, then all of a sudden the music. And what I really like about it is that you wanted to create your own name. You know what I mean? It's like
Oh,
I'm
for
gonna do
sure,
my
yeah.
own thing. I'm gonna pave my way for my music. But with it, when the label came out, was that always been a dream of yours to have your own label?
Yeah, but then it's like something that I thought that I would do like way, way, way into the future. Like,
Mhm.
I don't know, because I always felt like I'm still young, or I'm like self-proclaimed that I'm still young, that or like too young to do this. But like being in this pandemic and like reflecting on things and losing people and everything, you kind of realize like life is short, so why not go for your dreams now? So that's kind of like the advocacy behind the label as well. Like I really want to find artists who are like wild dreamers, just like me. So
And
yeah.
that's something that we could talk about. It's like the audition process and everything. And
Uh-huh.
how does it I mean, how can one put up their own label? So we'll talk about that in just a bit. But today we do got a lot of tracks. We love the first song that you started out
Thank
with.
you.
Of course, I know Lauren Hill did a version of this. Can't take my eyes off
Yeah.
of you. But what
Uh-huh.
inspired you to do a cover of the song, of the classic?
Yeah, well, I've always been fond of the song, and I'd hear it growing up, so I figured like that's actually something I shot just like last year or something. Like I started becoming more active on my YouTube channel and just posted a lot of covers since everyone's just working from home. So like I bought the green screen and everything. I don't know, just something fun to do, something creative, and outside of me writing songs and all of that.
And with that video, were you the one who directed it yourself? Is it a DIY kind of thing?
Well, my sister and I helped each other out. Yeah, she's good with all the technical stuff. Her name's Ashley, or Cool Cat Ashley is also an artist. But yeah, we have this production duo called Honorable Productions, and like we write songs and we also make videos together. So yeah, a lot of DIY stuff during this pandemic, actually.
Galing naman, man. So we'll talk music in just a bit. We'll talk more of it as well. So what's up to everybody that are watching? We have the Marionettes and also Maria.
Hey,
First of
Marionettes.
all, they're all tuned in. So more of her music right now. Once again, if you have questions for Marion, do send them in at RX931. Let's take a look at another one. Here's a couple of tracks from her. This is the concert series.
Monster RX93.1.
Little darling, it's been a long, cold, lonely winter. Little darling, it feels like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Little darling, the smiles return into their faces. Little darling, it feels like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Sun, 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 here it comes. Sun, 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 here it comes. Sun, 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 here it comes. Sun, 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 here it comes.
Monster RX93.1.
Yeah, Marion, she's joining us here on Monster RX93.1. It is the concert series, and many of her fans are tuning in. We are checking out her music. Great stuff, you know.
Thank
Like
you.
these are some of the comments. You know, this was a nice rendition of the songs and cool videos
Thank
as
you so
well.
much.
You know, there's so many cool people are congratulating you for your PMPC
Aw,
award. So
thank you, Ate
congratulations.
Jack.
You know, when it comes to it, when you were doing covers, you know, Here Comes the Sun, that's another classic. Do you ever feel any
I love
pressure
that song.
when you have to do, you know, when you wanted to do a version of the Beatles, when you wanted to do a version of
Mm-hmm.
Can't Take My Eyes Off of You? Was there any pressure on that?
Um, well, now that you're saying that there should be pressure,
Hmm.
I mean, no, for me, I was just really having fun with it. I like to put my own spin on things, and yeah, Here Comes the Sun is a favorite of mine, especially like everyone's feeling down right now, so it's like I wanted something. I wanted to release something positive, so I came up with that cover. It's funny though, because the sun never came out at the end of the video. It actually started raining when we were shooting that, and we'd had to like bring the piano back in and then wait for the rain to
Irony.
stop and bring it back out. So yeah, like people would like comment, "Where did the sun go? Like, did it actually come out?" Like, no, I'm sorry.
It was your
It was on its way
singing.
out. Yeah.
It was your singing that brightened up everything. That's what it was. Not a me. Now, running your label. Okay, so we know in every artist, well, their dream is to come out with a song and get it
Mm-hmm.
heard, and then also, and to have an album. Now, to have your own label. Now, that's a big responsibility. You know, what
Yeah.
made you decide? Like, okay, time to put out something.
Um. Well, yeah. I mean, like I said earlier, I thought it was something I wanted to do way into the future. But
Mhm,
then, I mean, I don't know why, what came over me
mhm,
to like want to do it now. But then I pitched it to Viva. Like I told them I really want to start my own record label, and they
mhm,
offered to partner up with me. So yeah, I mean, I'm grateful that they have enough faith in me to actually offer that. So I felt like, okay, well, if they have confidence in me, then maybe I'm on the right track. Maybe I'm onto something. And
mhm,
I guess it's also because I've had this production duo with my sister, Honorable Production. So we're already
mhm,
like making songs for other artists, making songs for movies, and making songs for ourselves as well. So it just felt like a natural next step, I guess,
mhm.
to also try and go for creating a record label. I mean, it's
So, I mean,
already there.
I'm guessing the first person you signed is your sister, right?
Oh
On
no,
the
no,
label.
no. She's actually with a different label, but yeah,
Mhm,
we always work on the songs together. Yeah.
mhm. And then with it, I mean, do you have any artists now on the label? Is it only you for now, or you have your roster already of artists?
Well, we just launched actually last September 8th.
Mhm,
And I'm not really in a rush to like keep signing artists left and right and, promise them all these things and then just
mhm,
leave them hanging. I don't want it to be like that because, as an artist myself, I wouldn't want to experience that either. So
mhm,
I really want to handpick who I sign onto the label. Right now, it's just me. And especially now I'm still kind of learning the ropes, and I'm glad
mhm,
that Viva Records is there to handle all the administrative parts of it, and I can focus on being a creative head, co-founder. But yeah, I always tell people like they can send in their demos to like wilddreamrecordsofficial@gmail.com. I've been receiving a
mhm.
lot of submissions, been going through the artists that are submitting music, and it's all been really good. So we'll see what happens.
Galing, galing. I mean, I could
Thank
imagine,
you.
especially now with the technology, it's so affordable. People could
Mm-hmm.
have their own setups at home when it comes
I
to
know.
microphone
Mm-hmm.
and also
Bedroom producers.
piano. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
bedroom producers, and I could imagine the challenge now of signing the right one, right? Because it's
Yeah, there's
good.
so many.
Ang dami mga nagsasubmit sa'yo. Now, as an artist, what are the challenges that you were facing when you were starting out up to now that you're still trying to, break in the industry and all that? What are the challenges that you were facing?
Huh. Well, I guess it's like, I mean, one of them is like me dropping my surname and then putting my
Mhm,
surname back on. So it's like I'm constantly finding my identity as an artist, constantly evolving based on what I'm currently experiencing. So like now I'm back to Marion Aunor just to like avoid all the confusion with people thinking like, is Marion with an E the same as Marion Aunor, and is Marion without the E still Marion Aunor? So I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna make it easy for everyone and just go back to Marion Aunor. So yeah, I mean that's just one aspect of it, but I think all artists go through that process of like, who am I now? What kind of music do I want to release now? Stuff like that. And then to put on top of that now the record label, and I also started getting active with being part of Viva Films this year. So been also
So you're
acting
getting into
in movies.
acting? Wow.
Yeah, I
okay.
actually have shot 3 movies this year. That came out of nowhere. So yeah, it's been like blessing after blessing, but then there's also that struggle of like, okay, how do I juggle all these and still be good in all of them? Because I'm a bit of a perfectionist, so I'm just like, if one thing goes wrong, I'm like, oh no. So I guess I've had to like embrace imperfections and just, let it go.
Pero ano yun sobrang, I mean, I have so many questions for this because when you change your name, hindi ba nalilito yung fans mo? And then also,
Exactly.
do you also, when you change your name, do you change the genre of music you make? Or is it the same genre all throughout as you change your name and all that?
Well, I think when I first came in, Marion Aunor, that was fresh off of Himig Handog winning with If You Ever Change Your Mind. So that's when I was like piano, hugot, ballads, Nora Jones-ish kind of thing. And then when my old label told me like, okay, maybe you can drop your last name, that's when they were trying to make me into like an edgier kind of version of myself. So parang mas pop, mas like I came out with songs like Wanna Be Bad, and like I had this whole haircut where it's kind of like a Dora looking haircut, but like super modelish. Hopefully that's how it came out to people. But yeah, that kind of thing. And then I also had like an EDM phase and all. Then going to Viva, that's when I came up with Akala. So that's kind of like my old Marion Aunor stuff where it's piano ballads again, heartbreak. And then when the Marion with an E happened, that's when, I mean, I've always had that thing in my music where it's either really heartbreaking songs or some sultry side of myself. So I guess that's when the sultry side of myself decided to come out. But now, since everyone's just like basically confused, I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna go back to Marion Aunor.
And with you shooting movies at Viva, we all know that, it's yung mga movies ng Viva, medyo steamy. So is that
Oh
something?
yeah, for sure.
Are you on that? Is that the path that you're gonna take too? I mean, your music is very, some of them are sultry. So are you looking for that as well for your films? Or are you playing
I think
kontrabida? Are you gonna be playing kontrabida roles?
that would be so fun.
Yeah.
Well, so far the roles I've played are parang yung maarte na girl na parang, oh my God, like why? Like that kind of thing. Pero wala pa naman sa super steamy na stuff. I don't think I'll go all the way to like that level of steaminess, but for sure it comes out in my music. And I think that's probably it.
And ang galing, no? I mean, imagine you're making movies, you're making songs, and then now you're making songs for movies. Now, when you do make songs for movies, do you watch the film first, or do you talk to the director, the storyteller, or the writer of the movie, and then you be like, okay, what do you want me to write about? How does it go? How does the process go for you?
It's actually all of those things that you mentioned. Like sometimes they'd let me see parts of the film or even the whole film. Sometimes they would send me a script, so I'd have to read the whole thing. Or sometimes like for my recent one, the one I'm promoting now is Sarap Mong Patayin, which I'm also acting in, and I also wrote the theme song for. Direct Daryl Yap and I, we message each other over Messenger, and then he basically just tells me like what the movie's about or like what the general theme is. Like the song that I performed earlier, Iyo, is part of a movie of his that came out recently, Ang Manananggal na Nahahati ang Puso. And then he asked me to write a song for that, and I've never seen the movie or anything. I was like, Direk, tungkol saan ba to? I mean, I know there's like a manananggal, but like, what about it? And then he was like, basta yung theme, ano yun, mahal kita kahit aswang ka pa. So, that's all he gave me. That's all he gave me, and then he sent me these scenes na parang may mga drone shots and also something na babagay sa gantong scene. So that's all I had, and then I had tried to get into the mindset of like, okay, Twilight, because like vampire and human, so aswang
the
and
feel nga,
human.
no? Galing, galing,
Yeah,
galing.
and so what's it like to love a mythical, whichever, mythical or mystical creature. So there.
Galing. I mean, you have so much talent. My goodness, you know. And
Thank
when did
you.
you discover that this is something that you wanted to do? This is something that you could see yourself doing for the rest of your life.
Well, I don't know about the rest of my life. I mean, I keep changing my name every so often. But, well, my love for music, it's always been there because, yeah, my whole family's into music. So I guess it runs in my blood. And then songwriting, probably high school when I wrote our graduation song contest. Then, yeah, our actual graduation song, like was the song that I wrote for that contest. And I won. And I was like, oh, maybe there's something, you know, something to see here, like with songwriting. So, yeah, I just went from there, I guess.
So iba ba yung ano kapag since you started, you know, the songwriting stuff and then when you do join songwriting competitions, mas iba ba? Iba ba yung piyesa mo noon na parang dapat ba yung orchestra, yung parang operatic ang approach, yung mayroong build up ang song? Can it just be like an ordinary song but with emotions? How does it go when it's for competition entries? How does it go?
Yikes. Well, for Himig Handog, actually, I already had some existing songs. And then I had no idea that they would get in. I just tried. I don't know. I didn't overthink it. I just, I feel like, okay, these are my best songs. I feel like these would connect with people. Yeah, that's actually something that I always think about is I do want to stand out sound-wise. I want to have my own style and people would know, oh, this is by Marion or something because it's like this. But then I always make sure that there's a universal message or something that people can relate to because, yeah, your song could sound good, but if it doesn't resonate with people, I mean, it's not really gonna be a hit or whatever. So, yeah,
Galing,
I guess that's
galing.
like the thing.
I mean, you know, we're discovering her. For those that are tuning in, that we are live. We are joined by Marion Aunor. She is joining us as the concert series. We are going through her songs and her label. And our next conversation will be asking about their college of music. We'll talk to you about that in just a bit. We're going to hear some more songs from her once again. Send in your questions at RX931. This is the concert series.
Monster RX93.1.
Three little birds sat on my window, and they told me I don't need to worry. Summer came like cinnamon, so sweet. Little girls double dutch on the concrete. Maybe sometimes we got it wrong, but it's alright. The more things seem to change, the more they stay the same. Oh, don't you hesitate, girl, put your records on. Tell me your favorite song. Just go ahead, let your head down. Sapphire and faded jeans, I hope you get your dreams. You go ahead, let your head down. You're gonna find yourself somewhere, somehow. Blue as the sky, sunburnt and lonely, sipping tea in a bar by the roadside. Don't you let those other boys fool you. Gotta love that afro hairdo. Maybe sometimes we feel afraid, but it's alright. The more you stay the same, the more they seem to change. Don't you think it strange. Girl, put your records on. Tell me your favorite song. You go ahead, let your head down. Sapphire and faded jeans. I hope you get your dreams. Just go ahead, let your head down. You're gonna find yourself somewhere, somehow. Just more than I could take. Pity for pity's sake. Some nights kept me awake. I thought that I was stronger. When you gonna realize that you don't even have to try any longer? Do what you want to. Girl, put your records on. Tell me your favorite song. You go ahead, let your head down. Sapphire and faded jeans. I hope you get your dreams. Just go ahead, let your head down. Oh girl, put your records on. Tell me your favorite song. You go ahead, let your head down. Sapphire and faded jeans. I hope you get your dreams. Just go ahead, let your head down. Oh, you're gonna find yourself somewhere, somehow.
Monster RX93.1.
Gigil, nagigil. Ika'y nakakagigil o gigil. Di ko yata kayang mapigilan. Gumawa ng mapagsisisihan. Kahit lumayo, panay lapit pa rin ang tukso. Tinutulak ako sa'yo. Pwede raw ba tayong maglaro? Sarap mong patayin. Lahat ay gagawin para lang ikaw ay mapasa akin. Sumama ka sa'kin, tara na sa dilim. Dahil ang sarap
It's the concert series here on Monster RX93. Grabe. I have so many friends that are tuned in. They're messaging. I can't
Really?
say it on air, but like my friend is saying, sobrang, he's so attracted to your voice, listening to you on air. At it's ano raw, aka in love daw. Patay ka
That's
sa
good to
asawa mo dude
hear.
pag sinabi yung name mo. Pero I mean, what do you think is the secret to that? To getting that emotion across and the sultriness across when it comes to your music.
I don't know. It just comes naturally. I have no idea from where. I don't think it's part of my personality really to be that sultry, but like, or maybe it comes out through my music. Maybe that's my outlet or something.
Now, we did mention in the beginning of the show that you did go to a music school. So,
I
was
did,
this
yeah.
online or did you go travel abroad? And did you live abroad? And
I wish.
you tell me.
Yeah, it's a Berklee College of Music. I did it online. I wanted to actually go there to Boston, but then I already had my career started out here, singing and writing and everything. So I couldn't just drop it. So I took the course online and I got my master's certificate in songwriting last year. Yeah. Yeah.
So how does it go when it's like an online class? Kunyari pag sorry wala akong alam kasi pag music
Go
school.
lang.
Do you do the notes? Ganun ba yun na parang or you go with the history of the music, then the story behind why this genre was created and the different composers? How does it go?
Oh no, nothing like that. I would I probably wouldn't go to those classes. Like I can't really stand like reading notes and everything. Like on piano I'm just widow and everything. But it's actually really fun. Every week, since it's a songwriting course, every week we have to read up on the lessons, try to apply it, and submit like an excerpt of a song or a full song by the end of the week. So I also got some really good practice from that. Like whenever they need OSTs, like the next day or the next week or something, I got to use the knowledge that I got from those classes. But yeah,
So, like,
it's
what
really
kind of
just technical
lessons?
stuff.
Like what kind of lessons? I'm just
um,
curious.
Okay, well, like there's like a song called like hit songwriting class, something like that, and then they'll tell you like, this is the secret to having songs stuck in people's heads.
So
And
can
then
you?
have,
I
like,
mean,
this.
without
No,
paying
you
for
have
the
to pay for
course,
the
can
course.
you-
I'm just kidding. Nah, dude, that was expensive. I'm just kidding.
Oh,
Um,
tips, diba?
I don't know, like just like simple stuff like repetition or rhyme schemes, mga ganon. It really gets to the nitty gritty of songwriting, but it's a lot of fun. Or maybe just for me because I love analyzing songs and everything.
Like, when I was younger, I used to write rap songs, and one of the things that we used to do is write it
Sample.
and write it backwards. They say there's
How
a certain
so?
technique where you put the rhyme at the end, you just put it on the end, and you try to make sense out of it. Is that how you do like songwriting as well? Is there a
That's one of
technique
the
like that?
techniques. Yeah, that's one of the
Uh-huh.
techniques actually. For one of the classes, we were asked to buy this rhyme booklet, and I didn't even know they had those. But you can actually also Google it. Just look for like words that rhyme with this, and then yeah, you can start backwards, like what you were saying.
And what's the most difficult word that to rhyme with for you as a songwriter?
I don't
Because
know.
I heard
Orange?
this from Eminem. He did say that the word, I mean, orange. Orange is the hardest thing to rhyme with. He was saying, it's like, for you, what's the hardest thing to do a
Well,
rhyme or to write a song with?
I mean, recently I've really just been focusing on Filipino words, so that's been a challenge. It's a lot easier to write songs in English because the rhymes are more like, I mean, there's a booklet and everything, but like for Filipino words, I don't know, I'd have to constantly ask my mom or other people, like, does this make sense to you or something? Yeah, and then the words here are a lot longer than English words, so that's the challenge, I guess.
Tsaka lahat ends with the letter A. Tama ba?
Yeah,
Lahat
A
ba?
or mga NG or
Yeah.
ganon.
Nice. I mean, okay, so you went to the music school, online class. Did you have classmates? Pag ganun? Or is it
I
just you
did,
and
yeah.
the professor? So,
Yeah, we would give
was
each
there
other
anybody-
feedback.
Was there any famous people that you've met in the music school?
Oh, not that I know of. That would be really cool though, because actually, like, Charlie Puth went to that school, John Mayer, those people, and I think Missy Elliott at some point. Or
So
Yeah,
this
but
is, of
no.
course, the famous John Mayer who actually dropped out of the school because he
Yeah.
wanted to. Oh
Mm-hmm.
my God! And to get on that, to get in that school, is it open for everybody, or you have to audition, then you will qualify? How does it work?
Well, for the online, you can actually just enroll, but if you
Mhm.
want to go to the actual school, you'd have to audition.
Oh wow! And next thing you know,
Mm-hmm.
you're writing the hits. You're writing
Yeah.
things that rhyme with orange. For those that are joining us, we do have Marion. She is with us, and we have been seeing her music videos, some of her songs as well. She has been performing. Now, this 2021, we only have how many more months to go? Now it's going to be a big 2022 as well. What are your plans for the coming months and for next year?
Well, actually, I mean, recently I've just been promoting this song, Sarap Patayin, working on the record label, also promoting my other song, Kama, and Iyo. It's a lot of song promotions, actually, because like I said earlier, I shot 3 movies this year, and then Sarap Patayin is actually only the second one. The third one, I'm still gonna have to promote again. And I also wrote like 2 songs for that soundtrack as well. So yeah, more songs coming up real soon, and then hopefully finding a new artist for my label and shooting more movies.
And how about merch? Do you have also merchandise? Can people buy your caps, your shirts?
Not yet, but to stay updated, you guys can go to Wild Dream Records Facebook, Instagram. We have a YouTube channel as well, Twitter. Yeah, just type in Wild Dream Records.
Are you hands on to this, or you have your staff and your crew doing all that stuff?
Well, we always keep each other updated.
Mhm.
Yeah, so hands on ish.
Hey, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
For you, I mean, sobrang sky's the limits. You know what I mean? You could do. You're
Mm-hmm.
doing so much. And what are the things to look forward to? Of course, the films are coming out left and right. People are asking. Oh, kita mo, sinabi ko merch. Oh, merch when? Sabi ni Maria Bersabal.
Hi,
Also to
Alfie.
Also, the Jet Reyes is asking, "Asan na Marion?" Yeah, I guess they're looking for
Here.
your, they're looking for your, I know, you're looking for your merch for all your
Okay,
fans,
pa-follow na
diba?
lang Wild Dream Records para updated.
Now, we have been talking about you creating original music as well. Now, with it, I mean, who are the future collaborations that you would want to collaborate with? Is there any rappers? Is there, different artists you would want to work with?
I actually wanted to collab with a rapper for one of my songs, Kama, that came out. So maybe in the future I can find some people. But yeah, no specific collaborations yet, but I'm really looking forward to doing those in the next coming months.
Now, if Marion wasn't a songwriter or an actress, what does she be doing?
Probably still something creative. Maybe
Uh,
something with movies behind the scenes, like writing scripts and directing or something. In
eh,
another life.
in another, well,
Yeah.
that
There's
you,
a
you
lot to
make
handle already.
you're making it, you're making it seem all possible. People could only imagine it, but you're making the reality. And kudos to you on that. You know what I'm saying?
Thank
When
you.
it comes to making that music. Now, you have any message for all your fans, your day one fans? Now's your chance.
Hi, marionettes, and all of my friends and fans who have been there since day one, or even the new ones. Thank you so much for supporting me. I have some more new music coming for you guys really, really soon. But yeah, I'm really grateful for all of you. And I hope you guys can stay updated with my social media and Wild Dream Records' social media.
And also, Marian, pag songwriter and they're starting out, do you have any advice, especially when they wrote a song, they feel like it's the greatest song ever, then all of a sudden people are like, okay lang. You know what I mean? You would feel really down when you write the song, or when the song's a hit, how do you follow it up with another hit? Do you have any advice, any tips that you could share with us?
I feel like don't overthink it.
Mhm.
That's like the trouble with anything really. I mean, with songs, I feel like even the biggest artists would have hit and miss songs or songs that people wouldn't really resonate with, but that doesn't really stop them from releasing more music, however way they can. If you don't have a label yet or whatever, you can just, I mean, we were mentioning earlier bedroom producers and all. You can just release on YouTube, SoundCloud, or whatever the kids are using these days. Yeah, and like what I did before was like join the songwriting competition. I had no idea I was gonna get in there, but the fact that I tried was what really launched everything. So I guess just try, take the first
Saka
step.
iba rin yung ano
and-
no? Iba rin yung when you're joining a song competition kasi may parang rush. May rush, may deadline. There's
Yeah.
things to fulfill
exciting.
and it makes you better. It makes you better as an
Yeah.
artist, no? Wow,
Yeah, and you also figure
galing.
out how to improve. Ganun.
You're learning so much. I mean, now you know that there's a lot of songs that are playing on the radio. What would be that one song that you wish you have written? You're like, oh my god, I could have written that. What's that track now, or of all time?
Of all time, okay, I can't
Is that a
commit to
tougher
that,
question?
but
I think so.
yeah, I mean, probably like songs written by Lorde, Lana Del Rey, even Taylor Swift. I love her stuff, like lyrically, so good. So yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us. Thank you for taking time. We wish you well. Now,
Thank you.
for the rest of the year, is there going to be a whole album, a brand new album coming out for you?
Definitely more music from the movies that I'll be acting in, which I also wrote the theme songs and soundtracks for, so watch out for that. And you can stay updated through my social media. Just type in at Marion Aunor on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. But yeah, definitely more music coming up and more movies and projects.
Marion, thank you. Thank you for taking time to join us on the concert series.
you.
You wanna greet your friends? You wanna greet people? Go ahead. This is your chance.
Okay, let's see. I'm scrolling through here. Thank you to the Marionettes for tuning in. Dita Yabut, Alfie, Ate Chak, Jet Reyes, everyone who tuned in, Ate Jenny, Darl Ramos, and thank you, Rico. Thank you, Kuya Moy, sa subok this. And yeah, thank you to Wild Dream Records.
Anytime, here at the Monster, keep your music flowing, and you're always welcome here in the concert series as well. Thank you for providing us
Thank
your talent
you.
and your music, and you are a living proof that anything is possible. Whether you change your name into many many different spellings, but if the great music is there, your fans and us will continue to support you. So Marion, we wish you well as we leave you with our final song. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the concert series here on the Monster.
Monster RX93.1.
Di ka maalis sa isip, pumapasok ka hanggang sa panaginip. Di ko maiwasan kahit anong pili. O paano na ba? Di na halos makatulog. Ikaw ang nakikita ko sa bawat sulong. Di naman sa ako ay nahulog. Pero kahit na bumabalik sa sana, ikaw ang katabi ko dito sa kama, dito sa kama. Bumabalik sa sana, ikaw gabi-gabi hanggang umaga, dito sa kama, dito sa kama. Ako rin bang yung naiisip? Kahit minsan ba ako'y sumisilip? Binabalikan mo rin bang bawat yakap at bawat halik? O lang ba ang bumabalik sa sana, ikaw ang katabi ko dito sa kama, dito sa kama. Bumabalik sa sana, ikaw gabi-gabi hanggang umaga, dito sa kama, dito sa kahama, 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 sana ikaw ang katabi ko dito sa kama, bumabalik sa sana ikaw gabi-gabi hanggang umaga, dito sa kama, dito sa kama, dito sa kahama, kahama, kahama,
The Concert Series, the premier live musical